Good evening everyone and welcome to our Blue June 2018 finals. These are the very best teams of the 2018 June month. We're playing it for €500 prize pool in front of your very eyes. My name is Peter Counterfeit Huntnell. We'll hopefully have Hacksaw back with us a little bit later on today. But let's waste no time and jump right in it to having a look at who we've got here today. Shazam! Alright, so our number one seed coming in will be the Strong Eyes X-Men. Oh boy. They will be going up against Anxiety 2 in their first round of competition. Trust No One against Oh My God. family will get a bye through the first round, but Old Glory and ANG will have to compete against them. If anyone knows what's going on with... I'll have a quick look and see. Who are the Strong Eyes X-Men? I'm assuming this is some kind of meme. So these guys... Okay. So... I think they'll probably be still showing up as Strong Eyes X-Men in this bracket. Let's see, do they? Yes, they do. Okay, well, hopefully, maybe you guys can help me out with that. Try to figure out who Strong Eyes are. So, I don't know. Either way around it, let's get our first game started, I believe. Our admin for today will be ever wonderful Soldier Girl. But before we get stuck in on that, let's start things off the way we always do, which is with a free-for-all. To kill a little bit of time before the first ESL match is ready for us to join. So, here we go. Make sure everything's in place for you guys. Zoom! So, conversion will be our landing point. ESL 123, or the global chat invites, or indeed these friendo invites, will get you into the game to join in with our smiles and pleasant dreams today. So I'm probably spamming some of the players who are actually playing in today's tournament, but hey, they can just ignore it, I suppose. Bienvenidos a todos. For all of our Spanish-speaking fans who do not habla inglés. I don't really habla español, but hey, what can you do, huh? We'll all do our best to try and understand each other. So I'll keep spamming out those invites until we either get our first ESR match. Aha! Which we will almost straight away. Thank you, Soldier Girl. We'll get everything sorted out. So, never mind that. We'll come back to those community games a little bit later on. We'll maybe do them between games. But we've got our first match, which will be OMG versus Trust No One. Good advice on the battlefield. So our first giveaway of the day, of which there will be 4, as always, will be on the Twitch page. If you head to twitch.tv/ModernCombat, type in #quarter. We're going to have double giveaways on every single platform, so make sure you get your entries in and get your chance at 400 credits for every single giveaway, going to 2 different people every single time. Alright, so we'll wait for that first lobby to come up. Hopefully it'll be there in a second. There we go. So, once more. Oh my god versus Trust No One. Our first destination for our first round of competition today will be the streets. Let's see. So, this first match will be our quarterfinals. All of our competition will be, of course, as always, best of 3, up until we get to the end. And our grand finals will be best of 5. Alright, bring it into the lobby, so hopefully... Nope, we got these the wrong way around. Let's get these all switch-a-rooed. So, Trust No One, an American squad. And, oh my god, an international team. The international flavor. Yes, Joe Junior Kariuki? the giveaways are not distributed immediately, unfortunately. They will be sent out over the course of the next 2 to 3 weeks, so that'll be why you wouldn't have gotten yours already. Sorry if I didn't explain that at the time. International versus American. So we're just waiting for everybody to get in place, and then we can begin our grand monthly finals. So for any of you guys who are coming along for the first time, these monthly finals are contested between the teams over the course of the previous month. They vie for position, so every single one of the weekly tournaments that you see is going to be the one, will help get those teams up to the better seeding, giving them a smoother path through the finals. We'll be getting started in a second. 13547, you're here for the giveaway. Well, you, I think, are going to be one of our first people there. You're OPNAB on YouTube. Aha! Well, yes, guys, dig out your Twitch accounts because you can enter in on all 4 of our giveaways. Even if you're watching primarily on YouTube or on Facebook, do head across to twitch.tv/modderncombat, drop your entry in there. If you do not, you have no chance of winning. If you do, then you've got a lot better of a chance of winning? I don't know. That's the way these things work, I'm pretty sure. Our first game just about to begin. Our blue monthly finals for the month of June. Swiftly passed, but never forgotten. Begins here. Oh my god, versus Trust No One. Trust No One on number 5 seed. Oh my god, on number 4. So this should be a pretty darn even first quarterfinal games on the streets. Do let me know, guys, in the chat who you think is gonna come out on top as we get started. Oh my god, the international squad playing over on the blue team for this blue monthly finals. Trust No One with a certain familiar character as their team logo. Over on the red, we'll see how these teams end up clashing into one another. If we do see any early shenanigans take place, I'll be sure to keep my eye out for those. First 30 seconds, the teams taking each other's measures somewhat, so because this is best of 3, there's always a possibility of seeing the teams trying to adapt as they go, but there's the few early kills coming through. Suicidal, living up to their name, getting taken down in the process of grabbing some kills. Elvis doing some nice work in a close range, so we've kind of, because of the leaving of the lack, it will probably not be missed, honestly. We're now starting to see a BSW, a recon, that's the recon, the submachine gun, and the BSW, the sniper, and the Bosk, the recon submachine gun, kind of taking over the field. But we have got Elvis here, dropping down some slacks. In fact, we're seeing heavy speed deployed for both sides, so already we're starting to see more variety for the teams as OMG take the early lead. Bear in mind that while the teams haven't necessarily universally picked up on the use of the commander as of yet, it is open and legal for play in all future tournaments. So the teams, especially when you're talking about confined spaces like this, commander can be extremely effective, though it does of course have those weak points. Joe Jr., you're more than welcome. I'm sorry again for not making that clearer at the time, but that will be the case for all giveaways. They do not go out straight away, they go through the Gameloft accounting department, so they all need to be cleared off. Unfortunately, it does mean it takes a little while for them to come through, 2 to 3 weeks. If they haven't come by that point, do let me know, and I'll have it looked into for you. Yuppie, getting some nice work done in the early going. So let's see. So Veterans, the team owner of the OMG squad, not actually playing today, interestingly enough. But OMG, starting to build up ahead of steam. So OMG doing pretty well in recent times, losing out in multiple instances to Team Frankenstein. But Team Frankenstein are not part of these monthly finals. So again, remember that these are taking place after a sort of micro season of play. So 4 or 5 weeks of play for teams to get themselves up towards the top of the points table. And then the top 8 compete in these monthly finals. So it doesn't matter who's been doing well in the last few weeks. This is about last month's play. And OMG did pretty well last time. Well, in the last month. And now are looking pretty good here. I'm afraid I don't really know very much Spanish at all, I'm afraid, but I'll do my best to throw in the few phrases that I do know, just to kind of make you guys feel included. So let's see, here are the big numbers coming in here. It's going to be a special. Rocking the little hat icon down in the bottom left hand corner. Score leader at the moment. You see how many shots they put out on the boss, hitting it at the clean 500 before we even hit the 2.5 minute mark. You can see the boss here moderately effective. Our range does pick up someone on the other side of the street there. Especially going to drop down into the back lines of no one, trying to bust through some kills, but is going up against multiple members of Trust No One. Somehow, some way is still up on 2% health. Will finally fall down to Medox, but it's going to be way too late for the American squad. Trust No One in a whole world of hurt. Last few kills do come in. Last gasp for Trust No One. Across, their top scorer, not able to interfere. And so it goes down 50-40 on these mean streets. Our second battle will take place on the rooftops. As OMG secure that first point, they look pretty good. So not perhaps as close as we were expecting from our first match. A special really stepping up. But Across for the side of Trust No One. Looking pretty decent as well. So guys, let's get the details up on the screen for the Twitch giveaway. So that will be #quarter over on the Twitch page. Get that in while you can. On twitch.tv/moderncombat. Star Sun? Okay, well, tell you what, rather than going to a break, just for you, Star Sun, I'll set up a custom game during the break of a free-for-all, because I know you love this. You always are asking for the custom games when I'm just about to go to break, and I feel bad about disappointing you so many times. So with that in mind, I'm going to set up a custom game, ESL 123. This will run during the break. Joe Jr., you think OMG are going to take this? I think you are probably right. Right, so let's visit. Where should we go? I think the construction site for our first team battle. ESL 123. Oh, actually no, you wanted to go for a free-for-all. Okay, so it's still ESL 123. But free-for-all on the construction site. That's all good. Alright. So, lobby is now up. Thank you guys for your entries over on the Twitch page. Do you remember? Double prizes. Well, not double prizes per se, but 2 prizes on every giveaway. So, I clarified there because you still win the same prize, just twice as many people do during the monthly finals. I'm going to spam out some invites, get ourselves some bodies in place. And then we'll run this one while I'm on break, waiting for the next ESL results to come in. It looks like it already has. So with that in mind, I'm sorry about this, guys. We're going to have to jump straight into our second ESL lobby. Star Sun. I will come back and try and pick up a custom game for you later on. But for now, we are as ever beholden to the ESL tournament games that always have to be our priority. But I'll try and make sure to take care of you guys as well as we go along. So, Trust No One returns in this next game. So, quarterfinal game 2 coming up in just a few short moments. We'll have to see if they decide to switch sides at all. Let me just update our status as well. Because we are in the monthly finals, something that literally only happens once per month. So I hope you guys do enjoy it as well. Yes, looks like we're going to see these guys swapping over sides. So we'll get that all sorted out. And as soon as the players are ready to go, we will get our quarterfinals back underway once more and see if OMG can do it again. Or if Trust No One will defy the odds, defy the skeptics, and prove themselves worthy to go to a game 3. Alright guys, with that in mind, we'll be heading to a small break. When the players are ready, we'll get going with quarterfinals game 2. Welcome back everyone for our next clash between Oh My God and Trust No One. Trust No One certainly with a lot to prove, one game down, and with recent losses against the Strong Eyes X-Men team, who are coming in as our #1 seed today, I believe. Yes, they are. Worth noting that Trust No One actually... Oh, hello. We have a lot less players than I was expecting. Are they over here? No. Are they over there? Neither team are here. Alright, well, with that in mind, let's pop back to break and try and figure out what's happened there. I assume they'll be setting up a new lobby. Probably what it will be is one of the teams or the other had a crash on the way in, or ran out of power, or something like that, and they didn't want to start the game down a player, so they left, and the other team left in response. So I'll keep an eye out for a new lobby under presumably the same key. Yes, there we are. It's going to be back up again. So we should be back underway in just a moment. Thank you guys for all the entries over on the Twitch page. Whew. So we should have our guys back in place in just a second. So just as a little primer before we get too far into things, do remember, if you are a winner today, to type in both your dog tag and your platform. Otherwise, your giveaway will not be able to count. Let's see. So, La Palita comenzará. Shortly? Soon? Moments from now, the match will begin. Yes. Come on, stand on us. How are you guys all doing? We'll be getting things underway in a second. Hey there, MC5 Hacksaw over on the Twitch page. It's not hashtag Peter or Redu, or even hashtag me. It's hashtag Quarter, if you want to enter in for that particular giveaway. So we've got our last players in place. Right. Let's get going for the second time round. Let's blow the roof off this joint as we head onto the rooftops for our second quarterfinal game. Oh my god. Trust no one. Wait. Centric, what are you saying? I need to translate everything. Ah, Guapos is handsome. Well, thank you for noticing. Right, the players are in place. The moment has arrived. Let's have ourselves a gran juego. A great game of Modern Combat 5. Oh my god, moving as a squad. Lurching down into the lower bounds of the rooftops. Let's see what Trust No One are doing. It looks like they have something of the same idea, though more scattered around. If they run head to head, they may run into trouble. Akros, the top scorer from last time round, takes a lot of damage on the way out, but able to survive the experience by the smallest of margins. Red team, the Americans, able to go head to head with OMG in the corridor fighting. But it works out a little bit variably. Both teams picking up a lot of deaths in the early going. Let's see if we can bang up a little bit more volume here. There we go. Playing on my iPad Pro today. With a little bit more kaboom. So once this series is done, we will draw the Twitch giveaway winner. So get your entries in while you can. And we'll see if we can find ourselves some big spenders. So it's going to be Vision. 5 and 2 with a very colourful looking BSW. Not very good camouflage. And that will possibly be the thing that allows for Yuppie to be able to spot out and snipe away the top player of Trust No One. Hero Gaming Sam, you don't have a Twitch account today. What are you talking about? You're crazy, crazy. Suicidal manages to lock down 2 more kills with Trust No One. Doesn't look like Trust No One have got any confidence issues after losing that game number 1. Still giving everything to Oh My God. And so far, being rewarded pretty handsomely for it. We can see the commander coming out there. The bullets, well, when you're facing off against, I think it was almost the entirety of the Trust No One team, no amount of shielding will keep you up. Vision able to get the kill, sniped back with a good old slat grenade, old reliable, I call them. MC5 to Hacksaw. I only do quacks for special occasions and for when people ask me. I do not do quacks on command though. 5 kills separate. Make it, oh my gosh, make it 2 as, oh my god, burst into action. Trust no one, getting chewed out pretty darn harshly before finally getting taken down. Close range fighting is starting to turn back into the favour of Trust No One. Down just about surviving that last one with 5% health. Oh, nice! I don't think I've even seen that particular gun before, but it looks pretty sweet. And you had Haxel, you didn't ask me, you said I was going to, which is not the same thing. Oh my god, managing to catch up a couple of kills on the backside, but still Trust No One ahead. Bear in mind, of course, that OMG only need to win one more time to get to our semis today, but only our finalists will get their share of the €500 prize pool. Beast Gaming, do I sound like I'm eating something? I'm not eating something at the moment, but I wish I was. I could have a drink of delicious water though. We're almost halfway done with the second quarterfinal match. Corridor fighting breaks out in earnest, and Elvis, the boss, glowing red hot like the heart of a sun, tearing through the Trust No One team. And OMG looking very strong here, able to drop down the turret, provide a little bit of a distraction. Not enough to secure the kill there, as Suicidal escapes on 3% health. El equipo Azul. El equipo Azul. Oh my god. Doing the blue team, oh my god, doing pretty darn well to make their comeback here as the fighting breaks out into just close calls. We can see the snipers running right into the mass of OMG players. Not working out super well. Down does manage to at least get enough distance with her own boss to be able to put down some punishment, able to escape out the back. Beast Gaming, how about a pizza? Oh, that would be nice. Are you offering? In which case, yes, I'll take 2. OMG only ahead by a very small margin, but 1 kill is all they need. And OMG have got 2. No, make that 1 as Akros picks up a kill. Remember last time around, Akros was one of the best players for the Trust No One lineup. Vision doing fantastic work as well, taking down incredibly low, able to escape out on 0% health, able to get some regen back in. Down has been working their magic into close quarters. Again, we're getting the burning damage course. So if any of you guys are playing on with rapid fire weapons, getting the extra burn from your cores can be extremely effective. A special picks up 1 more before being taken out by Suicidal, biting up a little bit more than they can chew. Yuppie forced to disengage as well from the mass of Trust No One players. Elvis and the rest of the team keep it going, and there we go, OMG. Move forward to the semis. Very nicely done right at the end. Everything falls to chaos, but oh my god, rises to the semis. Whew. Alright, so that means we need to do our Twitch giveaway winners, who will be Jay Hinder and 135427. Jay Hinder and 135427 will be our Twitch giveaway winners. So guys, if you could post your dog tags and your platforms into the chat, we'll get you noted down for your 400 credit Oringos. For now though, let's see, if we can get ourselves a free-for-all going for a break game. Just gonna let Soldier Girl know what's going on. I can see that the result of the match has had some divisive conversation. Do remember, guys, that we're all on the same team here. Ah, yes, MC5 to Haxel. Well, oh boy, I feel like you're being a little bit demanding when it comes to something that you're being given for free, MC5 to Hacksaw. I think I'll have to leave you to think about that a little bit more before I make good on any quacks. No promises were made, and thus no promises were broken. So, free-for-all is where we're going to head to next. Let's go on to overtime, because that's pretty mad when it comes to free-for-alls. So, we'll see how long we can keep this one going during the break. We get in here quick. I will start the game as soon as we've got a couple of players in, because this will play during the break between the matches. So this will give me a chance to rest my voice a little bit, and so I don't end up going Alright, 13547, thank you for your dog tag and platform. They have been gratefully received. Waiting on Jay Hinder. So we'll be moving on to Facebook for our second giveaway of the day. Let me just get that sorted out. So hashtag quarter into the Facebook comments. If you want to enter in on that, we'll have 2 giveaways on there as well. So just getting that all pinned up. So we'll see if we can get some bodies in place. Where are you guys at? ESL 123. There we go. There's our first player. Army man as well. I will throw out one more global chat invite before we get started. And then we'll go to break, because I think we're going to end up with our... Oh, there we go. We've got enough players to get started with. So one more global chat invite, and we'll get going, because I don't want to run into our next ESL game, because there's a very good chance of that happening. Okie doke. Boo doo boo boo doo boo boo. Okie doke, sorry, I'm just setting out the... Decent for this. Alright, so it looks like everything's in place. Alright guys, so I'll catch you on the other side of the break. Alright guys, welcome back to the stream and to our first semi-final match of the day. Family from the USA taking on ANG. First destination will be Scramble. We shall see how these teams are choosing to approach this game. Looks like, these like snipers are the core part of the family strategy. And I suspect much will be the same over for ANG. So a full-on sniper battle. I think the ground a little bit too open for use of the commander. Jahanda, thank you for posting in your dog tag. We'll need your platform as well. So that's iOS, Android or PC. Which platform do you play on? Of course, all of our fine competitors today will be playing on iOS. Down the line there will be the emergence of the iOS Android crossplay to come in. Let's see. So aha, no, Johanna, you did post a little bit earlier saying that you played on Android. Okay, great. That's all good. So Facebook will be our next destination. The Facebook giveaway is open at the moment as Family take the first 2 kills, but they drop 2 players while they're doing it. Not ideal. Puts them in a rather precarious position, but maybe that doesn't even matter. ANG getting torn up, even 3 versus 5. What is going on here? Eurasia working the close range shots with the lack so far untouched. Finally falls down to TRG. But already Family looking incredibly strong in this opening salvo. You can see a few of you guys excited for this game. It should be a pretty good match. As long as ANG are able to recover themselves. Thank you MC5 to Haxel for clarifying on Jay Hinder's details. So once this semi-final series is done, we'll draw the Facebook giveaway. You know the deal from before when we were on Twitch. We'll move on to Mob Crush after that, but for now let's keep our attention exclusively on this game as Cobra working their magic with the short-range pistol. Family vastly far ahead, just absolutely tearing chunks out of ANG, who so far have yet to find themselves any of those oft-lamented kill streaks. Roger going to use the BSW like it's a lack in close range, and it's worked relatively well, I think, when you're up against other snipers. You try and do that with someone with a boss though, and it can't go so well, but maybe it will do if you just stick them full of holes, just like you did just there. Eurasia gonna cut down more and more of the Mexican squad. Let's see, has anyone managed to pick up a decent amount of kills on here? I think it's gonna be TV doing the best so far, but immediately cut down the moment we even begin to think their name. Three minutes left to play. Family more than doubling the Mexican ANG squad score. Presumably coming down more or less to individual player skill, because the loadouts for both teams seem pretty reasonably similar between each other. Cobra does manage to land more kills coming in. Yellow with a Natalie made up BSW is going to face down the charge of the Family. ANG looking to bring the hurt wherever possible, even being vastly far behind. Doesn't seem to be putting off the Mexican team at all. I think they almost get a complete ace there on the Family and don't even lose a member. Well, do that a few more times and you've got a win on your hands, ANG, but that's quite the task, especially when Eurasia has got that imp locked and loaded, ready to slam down the damage unless they are overwhelmed in close range. Racing towards that 50 kill mark, family, looking supremely confident. The mix of close and long range with these sabers on the recons and the BSWs on the snipers means we get some very different kinds of fights. We can see how Chibello able to take out Eurasia in close range, but it's closing that distance that can often prove more tricky as family take the first game 50-33. Eurasia doing the best job out of that, but Roger actually having exactly the same score, so I guess they'll have to share the limelight. Still, first game falls in the favour of the family. For now, we will head to break. When we return, game number 2 between family and ANG. These two clash and determine our finalists. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be back soon. Alright guys, welcome back. We're gonna see if we can fit in a custom game before our next ESL match begins. There's every possibility that we will not, but we'll do our best nonetheless. We will of course jump across and spend some quality time with our ESL buddies. So get in here as fast as you can. Otherwise, we'll have to send you on your merry way. Whew. Yes, I did see a question about the giveaway on Mob Crush, which has just passed. I do believe actually that our Mob Crush winner never actually came back. So with that in mind, rather than our 2 giveaways on Mob Crush, we'll do 3 today. And just apply that Mob Crush giveaway winner, third winner, across to our previous tournaments. Aha! As expected, we have got ourselves our next ESL match the moment we set up a game. Such is life. Alright, we'll jump into lobby with our good friendos over there in just a few short moments to resume our second semi-final. So what did you guys think about that last one? Family looking pretty darn good, ending out with a 15 kill advantage. Looks like the teams are going to stay over on the same sides as they were before for the second game of the semis. And we'll waste no time getting underway. Shazam, Shazam. Joe Jr. Karaoke? All the fist bumps. So Mohammed fake. There won't be any Marauders in this particular competition, but there will be Commanders. Marauders still currently banned in ESL. I don't think, given that people don't, generally tend to not rating the Marauder currently, that we'll see anywhere near as long as a hold off between the Marauder being released and a Marauder taking part in ESL competition. First shot comes through from Devil, so Devil using the golden gun. These prestigious, though not prestige, weapons are intentionally less powerful than normal, but give you the extra benefit of looking pretty swag while you are doing it, and also allowing you to get an extra special entry in the kill feed. So it's a pretty disrespectful move from the family team to be breaking out their golden guns at this point. I mean, last game went pretty well, but I don't know if we're really in styling kind of territory here. Arisa, gonna stick with the imp for the time being, and we'll get cut down, so the Mexican squad start to get back into this. Hey, cool, the bounty hunter. I've used this gun, and it's really weird, but it's interesting. I mean, it seems to be working moderately well. Let's see who the big numbers are coming across to. It's going to be Spirit at the moment with the best kill-death ratio. Getting caught up in close quarters fighting, but ultimately surviving the experience. A&G with the lead. Perhaps Family not taking them quite as seriously as they should be. You can see A&G building up their firing line there, working very closely together. Devil able to trade one back. And Orisa continuing to be a huge thorn in the side of A&G. Even so, A&G remain in the lead. Family perhaps taking their eyes off the ball a little bit too heavily. And getting punished for it. But Devil still doing some work at close quarters. TV able to get the melee kill through. YOLO cut down by Koba though. I'm fascinated by Chibello bringing out the Bounty Hunter, which we do not see nearly at all. I'm really not sure if this is a particularly good gun. The time to death certainly not going to be as good as one of these snipers. But hey, even 4v5 A&G are keeping pace. Family have now taken the lead for themselves, and there's their 5th player, Spirit, reconnecting back in. Let's see, Erasure picking up more kills, the most kills in the game, and a pretty decent kill to death ratio. Roger doing some nice work with the boss in close quarters. It's still looking pretty even. Bear in mind, guys, this is for a spot in our grand final today. There is guaranteed money if you make it through to the finals. 150 euros second place, 350 euros for first place. But come anywhere below second and you will get nothing. Well, third place, to be fair, will also share in the Invictus camo. These monthly finals, one of the very few places you can pick that up. A pretty swanky camo it is to show off the fact that you are one of the best teams in a Modern Combat 5 esports. Whew. Let's check in with YOLO Fiddly over on the side of A&G. Looking pretty decent so far. Not quite able to finish off that last kill. A&G starting to slip a little bit down the scoreboard. I think that we're seeing some EMP grenades coming through there. Pretty neat, pretty neat. Kills continue to be traded back and forth. A&G going to need to do a pretty big change of venue. Let's check in with Devil and see how they're doing. If Devil is Mohammed Fake commenting on Facebook, you should probably be paying attention to the game rather than commenting on Facebook. As A&G are starting to catch up pretty heavily, we can see the Imp being used as a rudimentary wallbang, trying to punch through holes in the bottom of the ceiling and get some damage. I don't know how effective this is. Certainly we're not seeing the family members really moving out of the way of it, which suggests they're not taking enough damage that it's alarming them in any fashion, and I think Spirit's coming to the same conclusion. Cosmic, don't kill that chicken in the YouTube chat. That chicken is... it's got so much to live for. Erasure swiping swiping over to the commander. We'll have that tier 6 shotgun, the Severance, I believe, that has proven so successful. As Spirit's able to take out Erasure, definitely there is a time and a place for the commander to be effective, and Erasure seems to believe this is not one of them, switching back to All Reliable, but that has given YOLO a chance to get a sniper shot through. As Devil picks up one more. Family close to closing this one out, but perhaps not as far away from A&G score-wise as they might like. Chibello picks up one. 3 kills separate the two. 1 minute 22 left to play. An exchange of kills, perfectly what Family ordered. As A&G hanging on by a thread, but that thread will snap. Family move forward to the grand finals, and we bid goodbye to A&G, the Mexican squad, who almost managed to bring Family to a game 3. Let's see, so who are our big spenders? It's, well, Roger with the most kills in that game. but also the most deaths, so, I know. Right, so let's draw ourselves some Facebook winners. So our Facebook winners will be Faisal Sheikh and Hinder Spartan. Faisal Sheikh and Hinder Spartan. I will almost certainly mispronounce your names, but you will be our winners. You have been tagged on Facebook. We will now move on to Mob Crush, where we will have 3 giveaways over the course of today, because we are making up for a missing winner from earlier on our previous stream. So, hashtag Semi on to the Mob Crush page if you want to get in on all that kind of action. For now though, I'll just update our main on-stream bits and pieces with our new details, and of course let you guys know over on the Facebook page what's going down as well. Hinder Spartan will need to have your platform as well as your dog tag. So, Hinder Spartan, thank you for posting your dog tag in, but again, need to have your platform. That's iOS, PC or Android. Sorry, going blank for a second there. So I'll post a little comment, but we need to get set up. I believe we may well have our other semi-finals still to come, but for now, we'll take a break and we'll catch you guys on the other side. Alright guys, we're waiting on our next ESL match, so please do come and join me, gentle friends, one and all. It's time to duel! 2v2 is our flavor, Abandoned Site is our savior. You don't need to sign a waiver, because you will rightly quaver before the palaver that is our... Blah. Nope, run out of words. It's not easy to rhyme that particular word. Craver, savior, waiver. I mean, you kind of, yeah, these rhymes have to get a little bit wonky. Whoa! Guys in the Mob Crush chat, cool your jets, guys. There's no need to get all kinds of feisty. I would definitely prefer to not have people spamming. But there's no need to get personal with your insults. Keep them nice and vague, like, I bet you don't smell good. Yes, MC5 Gamer Pro and Devil, both you guys need to cool out. Alright. Let's get started. It's time to 1v1. Yes, Devil, please do not spam the Mob Crush chat. MC5 Gamer Pro, please do not start fights with people. That isn't making things better. Is Devil dressed up in a Santa costume? They are! Hahaha, fantastic. Gives one of the more entertaining pitches. So we've still got a space left in this game. These games will tend to be quite short. So there we go, 2v2, ESL 1, 2, 3, so these dual modes are played elimination style. Eurasia coming in from the last game, able to cut down Cosmic. God, gonna be trying to sneaky beak their way up if they can, but no, Eurasia, too much to handle. That's first point to Team Red. So, what do you guys think of the Abandoned Site? I think it's pretty cool, as far as the map goes. Oh wow, that was brutal and short. So, we've got Falk up on the high ground. It's going to spot out Eurasia. Good use of the terrain there to try and break line of sight as much as possible. And will score the first point for the blue team. Nicely done, Falk. Hey Brett Brennan, how's it going? I think we might have our next ESL match soon. In fact, yes we do. So this is going to be, I believe, our second semi-final game. OMG versus Anxiety 2. We'll leave you guys to finish off this particular one, because we've got a semi-final to deliver. Hot, fresh and steaming from the kitchens of the ESL. Anxiety 2 versus OMG come up in just a few moments. We'll see how OMG end up doing. Anxiety from Iraq, I believe, and OMG an international squad. We've got our pass key. Let's check to see if the lobby is up and ready to receive. OMG going to be hosting this one. And it looks like the players are ready for us right now. We shall waste nary a moment then, getting on board for this next semi-final game. So we're going to be starting all over from scratch again with these guys. So it's another best of 3 starting from game 1. Looks like the players are on the right sides and everything. So let's get ourselves sorted out. We'll be underway in just a moment. Alright guys, so as I said, this will be our second and final semi-finals of today's Blue Monthly Finals, the event themselves. OMG playing in the blue, Anxiety in the red. So our Mob Crush giveaway will conclude when this series is done. But I'm not sure. Well, let's see. So Anxiety were beaten out by Old Glory in the finals of our Blue April finals. OMG lost out to Destiny in the first round. So certainly Anxiety, at least based on that, on paper, have the advantage. And the early exchange of gunfire falls even between the two teams, looking to try and seize an early advantage where possible. But so far, dead even between the two battling lions. Elvis and Yuppie. These seem very familiar names. Did we see these guys playing before? Let's see. So yes, Elvis. Oh, okay, just part of the OMG team from Ecuador. Neat. See who's picking up the big numbers here. Summer. Going to be able to provide some good pressure with a grenade followed up by the Bosk. Making a healthy 3-1 score. The international squad looking pretty good right now. Hashtag semi on the Mob Crush page if you want to enter in on that. MIT Gaming, you won too much but lost. I don't know quite what you mean there. Summer picks up one more, slamming down even further points. Anxiety are starting to catch up. It's always a little tricky to tell when a team's been behind for a while. You kind of just have to look for the trends rather than for the actual numbers, because even if Anxiety are going dead even, they'll still remain behind. It's if they start trending upwards towards OMG's score that we need to take particular notice. Yuppie and Elvis keeping the damage pouring out. Anxiety starting to fall further behind. Interesting use of the support class there, working out pretty well for a special so far. It has got the health pack. Of course, health pack not getting so much use when people have got the insta-death, meaning that health packs become a lot less useful, but you can also respawn on a special, as long as they're in a good place to respawn, of course. Huge magazine on the support weapons, but goes a step too far, and a brutal exchange leaves both bodies on both sides of the equation, which is exactly what OMG want to be happening. Summer seems to be still the one to watch, rocking a over 2-to-1 kill to death ratio. A special trying to give them a run for their money as well. Bosk, even on this traditionally sniper-centric, sniper-dominated map, being useful enough to see use en masse. Angel Gonzalez, this is on iOS, I'm afraid. Android, I believe, will be back next week. So please do come and join us for that on the Saturday. We will be seeing a server merge between Android and iOS. I'm sure the Android players will be looking towards OMG's performance here today as a barometer for how tough the situation will be once those servers do get mixed up. Xgammy or Joe Jr. from Facebook, nice to see you over on the Mob Crush page. Do get your entries in there. And there we go. OMG take that first game. 50-24. So let's remind ourselves of the big spenders. It is going to be summer. 13-4. Man, that is crazy. Unfortunately, the Anxiety team members getting out of dodge pretty quick. Yuppie doing pretty well as well. But it's actually Elvis who is a little bit of the dark horse there. 10-2. Very nice stuff. So OMG secured themselves their first game in this best of 3 semi-final. Mob Crush giveaway stays in place. We shall see what happens when we return. OMG take on Anxiety at least one more time to determine if and who will go through to our grand finals today. Stay tuned and we'll have that as soon as we return. Alright guys, welcome back to our potential last semi-final game. OMG taking the last game with a ludicrous 26 kill advantage for the international squad over Anxiety from Iraq. Staying on the same side, we're going to need to see a much stronger performance from the side of Anxiety if they want to stand any chance of preserving their fortunes here. Elvis with a very natty looking BSW. Of course, this is the view we see most of the players. It's just getting to see the shininess of their guns. But hey, it's pretty neat. I don't think I've seen the metallic green before. Scales of the Dragon. Of course, Elvis going to be one of our top performers from last time round. I do it with Dark Horse for OMG, picking up 10 kills and only dying twice. Will be the one of the ones to pick up some of OMG's early offerings. Anxiety trying to fight back with everything that they have, knowing this is their do or die time to perform. Mob Crush giveaway will end when this semi-final is done. It could be done at the end of this game, so get in your hashtag semis when you can. We can see Commander up on the stairs, but there are some very big weak points. I don't think people have quite figured out the best way to use the Commander, but if a sniper has time to draw a bead from range, it does not work very well. I feel like a Commander definitely a class that comes alive in combination with other players, where you can try and keep enough pressure down. They can't just take their sweet time, pick their poison, take the shot, and shoot you right in the feet. Hero Gaming Sammy, you'd like me to drink some delicious water? What a great idea, because this is hotting up. 12 versus 13 for the favour of OMG. Anxiety doing a pretty decent job so far of keeping up with the OMG squad, who looked pretty fantastic in our first semi-final game. Right now though, it's all going to be about whether or not they can overtake OMG. And perhaps they can, certainly creeping closer with every passing moment. I would ask all of you to drink some delicious water with me. That's good water. As we fight to see who will be going through to our grand finals today to join our good friends from the family. Who will be part of that family and who will be cast aside? This game will decide Vantage. Seeing the battle of these two titans as they tear each other down from the pedestal of grand finalitude. Do you remember, guys, as I said before, once you get through to the final stage today, the grand finals, then you are guaranteed at least 150 euros for your team, 350 for the winners. And hey, it's what these guys are working for every single week, which means every single game, every single placement in the weekly tournaments matters. OMG coming into this one seeded 4th, Anxiety seeded 8th. So honestly, Anxiety doing pretty well, and they do take the lead for themselves. The Iraq team, they know not a moment can be wasted here. Every bullet must find its mark within the skull of an OMG member. 3.5 minutes left to play. Both teams past the halfway mark kill-wise. Anxiety's actually starting to build up a lead for themselves. The 8th seed, Anxiety, maybe going to try and surprise us here. OMG falling behind quite dramatically. There's a lot of time left to play, but maybe not a lot of space. Yuppie and OMG, the rest of the OMG lineup, realize time is of the essence, but points as well. 50 the limit to put Anxiety into a 3rd match to try and get through to our finals today. 2 minutes 45 left to go. A 4 kill advantage. Takasha picks up one close range fighting. Trinity in a little bit of trouble here. He's going to try and back up their team, dancing past each other. Morrow able to equalize that last trade, but more or less everybody dies. OMG up by 3, down by 3. Make that 2 as Elvis and Pachito both pick up kills. Trinity taken out by Elvis as well. When you're in trouble, what you need is an Elvis to be able to bring you through the dark times of the night for OMG. Managing to almost catch up on Anxiety, but Anxiety only need a few more points to close this one out. OMG tear into the lead. Yuppie, the ones to slice off a piece of Anxiety. 47-47. Orcs picks up one more for Anxiety, and Trinity does as well. Almost going to get tipped over the edge, and there we go. Anxiety managed to punch their ticket through to a third game. They could have been knocked out here, but now they have one more chance to make good on their 8th seed going through to the Grand Finals promise. Game 3 coming up soon, but let's take a quick look across those numbers. Man, there's a lot of very similar kill-death ratios here. That game ending out with only a 2-kill difference. Yuppie, going to be by a very small margin, our returning MVP in that round. A special definitely needs to work on those deaths, really getting punished by Anxiety in that last game. Alright guys, Mob Crush remains in place because our semi-finals keep on going. For now though, we'll head to a break and we'll catch you guys on the other side for the decider between OMG and Anxiety. One is going to the finals and one is going home. Alright guys, welcome back once more. The decider between OMG and Anxiety is here. OMG staying over on the blue and the Iraq team Anxiety on the red. We don't see Rush very often on the construction site at all. We'll see how these teams come and approach it. Certainly OMG with the experience advantage will just have had the chance to play Rush more often. And they bring their numbers to bear to secure themselves the first kill. So sending out an exploratory player, very dangerous on this game because there's no respawns in a given round. Mad does manage to get one back for Anxiety. Panchito going to go into close quarters, does take out Taksha. And it's looking like Anxiety are going to be cut to pieces by OMG before even the whole Rush game type really comes into play. This third semi-final determining who we're going to go play with the family in the grand finals today. We'll see how it ends up playing out, but certainly OMG with a pretty nice start to this Rush game. Its own little mini best of 5. SM Exxon, nice to see you over on the YouTube pages. We will be starting our YouTube giveaway when our grand finals begins, so that will be pretty much immediately following this particular game here. That is some delicious water! And what a game we've got on our hands here. As OMG continue to put down the hurt, they've actually lost multiple members on the backside. Panchito taken out by Trinity. This is pretty massive for the side of Anxiety, and they get a team wipe in return. All of OMG's progress has just been erased. Now Anxiety, the ones with momentum, they're going to have a few more health points, a few more damage points coming in. Especially important for those boss users that firing out a huge amount of bullets. Or rather the BSW, it kind of kills you with one shot anyway, so not as important to get the damage, but a little bit of extra health never went awry. Trinity leaving the game, Anxiety falling to pieces before our very eyes, and just like that they're reduced down to a single member. Some connection issues perhaps for the Iraqi team, really hurting their chances. Taksha will get the detonation on the wall there to make it only a 1 versus 4, but this is extremely difficult. MC5 tag, so I don't drink a particular company's water, I just drink from the tap. Though I probably should. There we go, OMG win out that third point. And their third point total, second point overall for themselves, and they also hold on to 4 of their team members. Important, because that means they'll hold on to their power-ups to give OMG the best shot. But the best shot right now falls across to Taksha, managing to get the pick off from very long range and equalize, even with Anxiety down a member. Taksha takes out Panchito. But the rest of the squad are getting burned down. I think Zero, yes, will finally fall down. I think it might just be down to Taksha. Oh, I tell a lie, actually. It's going to be 3v3. There's some very low health bars there, which were perhaps a little bit deceptive. I can recommend for any of you guys who are going to drink water, a water filter can be quite good in just making your water taste a little bit better if you happen to be in a hard water area. I don't think it's necessary for everybody, from what I understand, but it's good if you want to go to the gym and don't want to, you know, pay for bottled water. Anyway, back to focus. OMG, pick up a kill, and just like that, the Anxiety team have evaporated. 1 bad engage is all it takes. Now it's down to Taksha 1v3. Can they do it? Takes out Elvis, gonna go back in for the second move, but no, their luck will not hold. OMG are going to the finals to face off against the family, which means we need to draw our Mob Crush winners, who will be Gruff, MC5 Gamer Pro, and Devil Trademark. So all of you guys, if you could post your dog tags and platforms into the chat, we'll get you sorted out. before we move on to YouTube for our last one of the day, last giveaway of the day. Congratulations, Gruff Devil and MC5 Gamer Pro. As far as how much water you should drink in a day, I'm certainly not any kind of health professional, but I would say that I certainly drink a lot of it. I'm not sure if it's because I've got a bad liver or something like that, but I recommend it. Alright, Devil, thank you for your details as well. Just need Gruff, and then we'll be done over there. So, I'm going to get our bits and pieces set up for our final giveaway, as of course Soldier Girl, working hard behind the scenes, will look to get the players in place. So guys, please do stay tuned. We will be back soon with your grand finals. Family versus OMG. Welcome back now, y'all. Bienvenido a todos. Our grand finals begins here. OMG against the family who have been waiting for the result of their match against Anxiety. So family with their win against ANG now have to face off against another abbreviation. But OMG, all the fiercer for it. So this is for a share of 500 euros. Both these teams have guaranteed their paydays by making it to the grand finals. But who will be taking home 200 euros more than the other? First place prize, 350 euros. Both these teams and the third place team will get Invictus as a result of their performance today. So see a special bullet whizzing by their head there. And then let's throw up a little bit more volume as well again. Oops, that's the wrong way. And see if we can get some extra loud kabooms for our grand finals. Early going looks pretty darn even. A special, keeping themselves looking frisky. Does get taken down by Orazer. Orazer? The Eraser. Man, that's tough to say. In the early going on the construction site, Devil has managed to land a nice couple of kills down for the side of family. The American squad doing pretty well in the early opening, managing to keep OMG on lockdown. Now, of course, OMG, as you may be able to tell from looking down in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, down 4 members against 5. Not what you want to be doing when so much money is on the line, but Elvis is in the building for OMG, managing to give them a little bit of breathing space to run out. We can see we've got one of their members running up on the side, a special looking to try and clear out the family sniper's nest. Will take out Ariza. Exactly what OMG needed to do is try and keep that big old firing line from getting established. OMG going to need to keep this game dynamic as Devil, I think, unwittingly avoids a bullet there, which again goes flying right past the head. Yuppie managing to land a kill down, but falling down in return. You can see a special trying to go on clean-up duty. Roger taken to pieces. A special coming from the back, can't quite land the last bit of damage through. Adds 2 more kills coming for the family squad, and they get their revenge. Aha! Panchito, late to the party, but not too late to perhaps salvage the fortunes of OMG. 4 minutes left to play, only 3 kills separating. Just the kind of close grand finals that we like to see here. Could all go the way to game number 5. Panchito cut down as Eraser keeps things going. Switch to the recon rather than relying on all reliable. As Devil kills themselves. Oh boy, that's a little bit embarrassing. So with that imp passive damage, you can potentially blow yourself up with it, apparently. First time for everything, I suppose. Family still ahead by 3. We're officially at the halfway mark of our first grand finals game. And so far, family are creeping ahead. But OMG have managed to at least keep things from getting too far out of control, and that last flurry of kills could be what puts them over the edge. Kobe does get one back for the family, but that gap is starting to lessen, or is it? We're actually back up to 3 again. Even after that slew of kills, it's still family now taking control. Koba doing some work from long range, another rush up from OMG to try and break the sniper line. Sort of works. Yuppie forced to drop down to try and finish the job, but Rue will ruin their day with a knife to the face. Family looking strong here. I believe these are our number 3 seed, our family, against OMG the 4th. The X-Men, Strong Eyes X-Men actually knocked out in the first round by Anxiety, who OMG beat. So anything is up in the air. 2 mid-expectation teams exceeding those expectations as more kills come charging through. Let's see, who's picking up the big numbers? It will be the Devil themselves. The Morning Star. 12 and 5. Going crazy on the Imp so far. It is, you know, kind of a new set of skills for these snipers to pick up. Know how and when and where to fight with the Imp. With its ability to put down damage without even being able to actually necessarily even see someone. A little reminiscent of the Dreadeye in that respect. But much more specialized in terms of when you can get away with that kind of thing. I believe it's only 40 damage on the Devil's Imp's detonation shot, but the initial shot itself is enough to finish off a job. Panchito does at least get one back for the OMG side, but it's looking like it's going to be too far to go. Devil, you're listening to the stream and playing the game at the same time. That's probably not the best idea, but hey, who am I to judge you when you're doing this well in the game? So Devil is not got as many kills as Cobra though. Gosh, how did I even miss that? Cobra, 17 kills so far for family, even with Devils performing out of their mind. Cobra performs even more strongly. So Devils, you'll have to get in line, even with a very strong performance there. Cobra will take our MVP, 17 and 9. Extremely strong stuff. Interesting to have the matching 13 and 7 scores on the two teams. So Elvis going 13 and 7 and Devil as well. So last match ending at 50-41. Interesting. Well, Cobra being the difference makers between the two teams who were pretty even otherwise. A special definitely needs to try and get those deaths a lot lower, or it's not going to end well for the OMG side. First game to family. We will be headed to break. When we return, our grand finals continues. We will have a winner, and they will have a big sack of cash to enjoy for it. We'll see you guys in a few minutes. Welcome back, everybody. Grand Finals continues. OMG, the international squad, now down a game against the family from the USA. A special, gonna go for the customary spin around before the match starts to make sure that everything is nice and kosher. So the last game ended out with a 9-kill advantage for the family. We'll see a conversion has a different change of fortunes. Koba, the one we'll be watching in this game after a fantastic performance in the previous round. Erasure actually switching across to the support class. Not using the health park there, which maybe could have been important. Koba not getting the best of starts either. I think getting a little bit mixed up by getting into close quarters with perhaps not the best weaponry for it. Getting flanked by the Yuppie there. And cut to pieces. Still pretty even, but where are the kills going? It's going across to Roger. 3-in-1. It feels like the Saber the right weapon for these kind of close confines. The BSW is just getting outflanked a little bit too often. And Roger thriving in this environment, able to deal with the OMG members head to health. Yes, Cynics Gaming, you have come just in time for our Grand Finals. YouTube giveaway is in progress. Hashtag finals into the YouTube chat. Do bear in mind, multiple entries will disqualify you, so you only need to enter in once. Nightbot will look after you, and we will draw our 2 YouTube winners once this series is over. If family win 2 more, they will be our champions, but OMG have every chance of turning this horse back around and bringing the title home for themselves of our June Blue Monthly Finals champions. Roger going to mantle across, looking for more targets. Is there nothing will satisfy the beast? Perhaps the bullets will do something to assuage the savage heart of the OMG members. OMG managing to pull themselves up into a little bit of a lead. I think we're seeing more boss being used here by OMG, and it's working out pretty well. Sorry if I said Saber before, I'm getting confused with the tier 1. As we see, yes, in close quarters, OMG just have the numbers to finalize that kill onto the family. Looking pretty good here, though we are starting to see a little bit of divergence of choice. Yuppie falling prey to Devil, working with the rest of the team. Then it's nearly always going to be, especially when you've got some of these fully automatic weapons, where the damage is coming in with a little bit of a delay. If you can just break line of sight and have your teammates finish a job, works extremely well. Devil down to 2% health, able to just about survive. And one of the reasons why family are still up in contention, managing to hold fast for the time being. Devil's going to need to get some of that health regeneration going through. Xgammy, yes, OMG I think did just take an energy drink, or perhaps drank some delicious water. Devil still in the chat rather than focusing on the game itself. I'm not really sure if I'm just being memed by Devil on Mob Crush, or if they actually are the Devil from this game. But either way around it, I find it more entertaining to assume that they are the same person, so I'm going to go with that. OMG creeping ahead past the halfway mark. We've got ourselves a 3-kill advantage for OMG, but Rue is managing to pour out a decent amount of damage on this heavy. Gonna maybe get the chance to reload. Has burnt through the slack rounds already. Asia rather, gonna be able to provide help from the back. Rue has also picked up a BSW while they're on their way. Family starting to catch up. Dead even at the 3-minute mark. A pretty good place for family to be, considering that OMG, just as you guys have been saying, have been trying to pump out as much aggression in the early going, trying to put the family down and stop there being any chance of them seeing a 2-0 Grand Finals. Devil, I'm afraid Haxel is not here today. My name is Peter Canopet Hartnell. Unfortunately, Haxel wasn't able to make it to this particular broadcast. There was a little bit of confusion about the timings, so we'll just have to wait for next week for his return. We did get to see him a little bit earlier on today. He seems to be doing well, which is great. Rue getting really mixed up in the close quarters, but it's going to be Roger from the very start of the game has been performing well for the family side of things. But Panchito has got that imp up and ready, stalking the members of the family. OMG now ahead by 5. But some revenge kills coming in fact, multiple revenge kills coming in from the family. They've almost caught up on OMG. It's anyone's game here in the grand finals of our monthly finals. It's going to come down to the wire. Rue picks off one, trade kill back. Roger with one of their own. Let's check back in with the highest scoring member of OMG. Takes out a special. Elvis gets a kill back in return. The retreat up the stairs to try and keep that kill out of the family's pocket. Doesn't know quite where the target is and gets shot from behind. OMG have equalized. That's one game apiece. Extremely well done from both sides there. Good bit of maneuvering when it counted. And Pachico going to be taking his or her place comfortably as our MVP from that round. So very, very close. 50-48. A lot closer than game number 1. Now guys, we will be headed to break. Our finals will continue after this. OMG versus family, one game apiece. 350 euros on the line for first place, 150 for second. Invictus for both teams, but pride is everything. See you guys in just a few minutes. Alright guys, welcome back once more. Our grand finals of the Blue Monthly Finals continue. OMG and family at each other's throats. As Xgami's been saying in the Mob Crush chat, it is way too close to call here. OMG have looked very, very good. Particularly in that last game, able to lock down that second game win. Could be in a much worse situation if family had managed to swing it for themselves. Let's see where the initial aggression lies through. Orisa with that imp doing some devilry on the OMG lineup. .622 left to play. This early barrage of kills heavily favouring the family. Let's try and keep up with all the action across all the map. It's starting to feel like, as of the last game, support of the crowd swinging back across to OMG, but family are the ones performing crazy good here on the museum, looking to try and create a legacy for the team from the United States of America. OMG slam through a couple more kills, start to close that gap considerably, and wow, that was a pretty big turnaround there. Of course, we can see the boss being put to great use by all of the squads here, riding right up against the BSW and the imps. Dead even. Not really where we expected to be, but perhaps maybe we should have. Devil does pick up a nice couple of kills there and makes it a triple. I think with that last shot, Imp slamming home the points. And another one. Man, nobody can stand against Devil. And of course, the moment of hubris will be punished, but still an airstrike coming in. That is a lot of kills that Devil just secured for the family. In fact, pretty much single-handedly responsible for the family's current lead. We're keeping a close eye on that lack. We'll take a little bit of fire from long range, but nothing too serious. Family looking strong here. Of course, Eurasia, another very strong sniper, able to snap fire very effectively. OMG starting to get cut down in the hallways, can't bring their true numbers to bear, and when it's just 1v1 sniper battles, family seem to have their number. Looking the wrong direction there, Pachito, and a special. They do not know where the family are, and that's going to lead to a 2-to-1 kill ratio in favour of the American squad. OMG need to get a better handle on this space. They need to realise where the opposition are coming from, or they will just keep up giving up kills for nothing. Pachito is going to be doing the dance with the Devil, going to get disconnected. And let's see if we can find ourselves some big scores. It's still going to be Devil up at the top of the pops. 11-3 so far. Yes, Xgami, there are more than double kills coming in here. We're seeing some extremely strong performances. Eraser and Devils both doing very well. Cobra as well, with a lot of kills coming through. Eraser taking down extremely low, but I think did just pick up a kill there, or at least escaped becoming a statistic themselves. Takes out Summer on 2% health. Not enough to deal with a special in close range. Do note that OMG are down to 3 players at this point. I think having some connection issues, which I'm sure have adversely affected their chances. But nonetheless, it's still a very impressive performance from Devil and the rest of the family, picking up an inordinate amount of kills. Good gracious! Xgami, that is an excellent term for it. Grenade comes through. Devil going to be keeping their eyes open through the explosion. Ariza is going to be proving to make the Devil unnecessary in this particular regard. OMG. On the last legs in this third game, family are about to take the momentum in this best-of-5 Grand Final series. Once this game is done, because I am officially counting out OMG at this point, family will only need one more to secure the lion's share of that €500 prize pool. Damage comes in, and the last kill falls to Cobra. That was a crushing victory for the family, 50-26. How much of that is down to the missing players for OMG, it's hard to say, but what we can say is that family are only one step away from becoming our champions today. For the moment, guys, we will be going to break, so stay tuned. This next game could crown our Blue June finalist champions. Only one way to know, though, and to keep your eyes out, of course, for the YouTube giveaway, which will take place when this finals is over. Alright, guys, we'll see you guys at the end of the 6.5 minute countdown, or perhaps before. Alright guys, welcome back. We're just waiting on what could easily be our final game of the day. While we do so, let's take a look back across at what these guys have brought for us today. So let's just refresh our bracket here to bring everything up to date. There we go. So, oh my god, fighting through from the first round, taking out Trust No One, we saw that one on stream, and Anxiety 2. Down on the bottom, Family came in as our third seed, took out ANG and made their way to the grand finals here today. I'm receiving information about the finals actually. Just hold tight for a second, guys. Because we may not be able to bring you the next games. I will seek clarification on the issue. Okay, yes, I have had official confirmation from the ever wonderful Soldier Girl that officially OMG have forfeited the finals due to a player issue. They cannot field the full team and thus they cannot compete any further. I don't know what has happened there, but officially our champions for today will be Family. That's right, Family will be our champeroos. So with that in mind, let's see what they would have been playing on. They would have been playing on Streets. So let's get ourselves a team battle on the Streets to end out our finals stream today, and we can perhaps get an idea of what could have been. Alright. So please do come and join ESL 123. All you need, the key to your future. Excuse me about that. Right. So our first YouTube winner, who has 2 minutes to respond, is Erebito Simon. Erebito Simon. If you could post your dog tag and platform. We'll get you noted down for your 400 credits. And alongside Erebito Simon will be Antrax Pro. Antrax Pro, if you can give your details. So Erebito Simon and Antrax Pro, please do get your details across. You guys both have 2 minutes to respond. And yes, I am Xgammy. I am also very disappointed. We did have a fantastic series for these guys. It is a big shame to not get the chance to see them clash head to head at least one more time. There's already a war in family server. Oh boy. Well, perhaps the family team can come and join us for our final custom game. And perhaps we can, in that way, be able to see what they're like against the community. I don't know, those guys might have had enough without performing against the community, but we'll see. So, everybody, get in here! We're gonna have ourselves a good old time on the streets. So, Erebito Simon, I see you in the chat. Please do post your dog tag and your platform. Antrax Pro, I don't think I've seen. Antrax Pro, please say. Slaw Bra. What does Slaw Bra mean in Kurdish? I know enough to know that Slaw means hello. Xgammy, the voice of the commentator is familiar. Where might you have heard my voice before? On the wind? Alright, let's keep getting some bodies in here. But yes, congratulations once more to our grand champions family. It's a shame they did not get to play out that final match, but certainly based on that last game's performance, they were in with a very good shot of locking down that finals for real. Whew. Okay, I don't think Antrax Pro is still there. You've had your 2 minutes, I'm afraid, Antrax, so we're going to roll you again. Cosmic will be our new winner. So, Cosmic, if you are here, please post your dog tag and your platform into the chat. We'll get one more person in, and then we'll get going. Alright, tell you what. I will do atrociously, but I shall play. Anyway, let's bang up the brightness a little bit so I can actually see the screen. There we go. Erebito Simon, thank you for your details. So we'll wait on Cosmic to come back. Cosmic, you've got a couple of minutes to get your details in. If you do not, then we will have to redraw another winner. Whew. Ah, Slawbra is hello, bro. Well, there you go. Devil, apparently both Kurd and the best. There you go. Thank you guys from the family for your performance this evening. And now I'm going to get spanked because I've got no equipment. Alright, I'm going to try not to make excuses ahead of time. I'm going to stick with my team, going to get good positioning. Flanking is what I need because I can't kill anyone in a straight fight. So, I'll need to find a friend. Hey, I killed someone! Maybe I can get a good gun. I don't like snipers because I literally cannot use them at all. Oh, okay, so that was a bad positioning from me. But Coco able to get some revengo. So let's stick with our team. Let's not fight in open areas because we will just get completely destroyed. Ooh, what's this? It's a scoped shotgun, huh? Oh! Too busy looking at the weapon and not busy enough looking at the screen, alright. Oh man, It was going so well, and then it wasn't. Hey, you got a kill on someone! I do enjoy weapons with a very high fire rate, because I can miss a lot and still not necessarily lose. Oh dear! Ahmed, thank you for your support! We'll see how well it ends up going. Oh nice! I killed someone else! What's going on? What's going on in this game, guys? Oh, got a little bit too cocky there. But hey, I'm doing better than the devil, which is a little confusing. I think devil may have joined a little bit late. It is a very rare thing for me not to be the worst player on any given team. I suspect they will not last. There we go. Haha! Hero Gaming, Simon. We'll get there, we'll get there. I think it's because I've been playing more, I think I've just started. I can't get worse at the game, honestly, so. Oh, interesting. The golden gun actually. Devil, you're chatting on Discord. Man, Devil, I can't imagine how good you must be if you were actually paying attention. Oh man, I was so close to taking that guy out. So what I've learned is that the first thing is that my positioning was horrible, and that's why I keep getting killed. So I think if I can start sneaking up on people, then I can start killing them, because then it doesn't matter how terrible my armor is. Alright, so we're going to try and get the high ground advantage. That didn't work very well. I don't think the saber's very good at range. Alright, so let's try and keep things in the close quarters. Anything good here? Ooh, a Bosk. Oh man, I didn't turn fast enough. Let's bang up the sensitivity a little bit. Oh, it's already super high. Huh. Which I did hear that the sensitivity being high maybe is a bad thing. Alright, let's try and get that final kill. Yeah, let me down, boys! Right, so did Cosmic ever come back? Don't think so. Alright, so we're gonna roll it again. Hero Gaming MC5, not that guy! So Hero Gaming MC5, you will be our last winner of the day. Hopefully you are still around. Whew. But thank you guys for watching the stream. Congratulations once more to family, our winners today. Thank you guys as well, of course, to commiserations to OMG, who will have to make do with merely 150 euros to play with. So that should be a pretty fun night out. For family, 350 will be, I think it's a pretty decent couple of days out, I suspect. Alright, Devil, thank you for dropping by the stream. Hero Gaming MC5. We'll just get your details and then we'll tie things up here. Once more, thanks to Soldier Girl, keeping everything running behind the scenes. We will be back next week with more Modern Combat 5. I don't believe it's been scheduled in as of yet, but it will be. For now though, keep your eye on the Facebook page and of course on the ESL page for any updates. But I will bid you good night. My name is Peter Counterfeit Hartnell. Please do follow Modern Combat on Twitch, Facebook and Twitter if you haven't already. And you can of course find me on Twitch at Counterfeits Stream. Thank you guys for bearing with all the way through. Hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast and we'll see you again next time.